Well, it seems to be Murphy's Law. Put on your new suede shoes and your beautiful new pocketbook and your leather jacket, and it's bound to rain. And then what? Wayne Edelman's here from Maurice Garment Care, and he's going to show us how to care for suede and leather, what to do, what not to do, and most importantly, what to leave to a professional, right? Because I have learned that the hard way.
We can't let you do everything. But we could do a lot more at home with leather than we can with suede. For the most part, we have two different types of leather. We have an aniline leather and a painted leather. An aniline is impregnated with the dye, as opposed to a painted, where the dye and the color is actually painted on the surface.
Oh.
We can do much more with a painted leather than we can an aniline.
What's aniline and what's painted?
Aside from looking at something and knowing the difference, we have a pretty good way to test. And we use a little mineral spirits.
Okay.
I'm going to grab a Q-tip.
Yeah.
Put a little mineral spirits on there. We always want to test in an inconspicuous area. So if you'll rub, inside the waistband I think is pretty safe, if you'll rub that on there and take a look at the Q-tip, do you see any color?
No.
No. We're going to assume that this is an aniline. The dye is impregnated in the leather, and this is something that we're really limited with what we could do. I would leave cleaning this to a professional. As opposed to a painted leather, do we still have mineral spirits on there?
Oh, we'll get it some.
And again, we'd want to go inside. If you'll rub that, you see how the color comes off.
Yeah, definitely I can see color here.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have a painted leather. We could be a little bit more aggressive with this. We can safely try and remove some stains at home.
I know, but this is such a great weathered-looking jacket. Why would anybody want to clean a jacket like this?
We spilled mustard on this, so...
Is that your jacket?
This is my jacket.
Did you wear that to a basketball game and spill mustard on it?
This is a Central Park pretzel.
Oh. Yeah, so that's kind of awful.
We found that baby wipes work really well on painted leather.
Can I tell you something?
Tell me.
I have a beautiful pocketbook. I spilled something on it. My baby wipes that I keep in the glove compartment, I used on the pocketbook. I now clean my pocketbooks with baby wipes because they work so well.
It also works really well on leather couches, which are mostly painted leather, as well as car upholstery. Most of the car upholstery is painted leather, and baby wipes work beautifully.
Oh, look, that comes right off.
Boy, this has been on here for a while. It's a little crusty.
So when that dries, will it leave a mark?
No.
Baby wipes, excellent. So now, leather is not suede.
Correct. Leather is essentially the outer skin of the animal, be it a cowhide or a calf, deer. When you take the hair off, you have leather.
Okay.
Take the top layer of the skin off, also referred to as a split, because they could get a couple of sections out. That's how we create a suede. Much more difficult to clean, much more difficult to handle.
Right. That's a beautiful jacket, and I got some bad spots on it.
Suede can safely be brushed at home. We have a couple of different types of brushes here. This is a suede brush. It has little brass bristles inside, which are a little stiffer, and regular bristles on the outside. This is just a regular brush. And if we were to try and remove some surface stains, now mind you, if something is impregnated into the skin, we're not going to get rid of it with brushing. But we don't want to work on a hard surface with this. No. So I put a little towel underneath, vary the pressure. Oh, look at that. Brushes right off. Want to try it?
Yeah. This looks really messy here, and I think that's the...
This is a good one.
Ooh, this makes me feel good. I was afraid to do anything. I was going to bring it to you.
You want to just keep going the same direction, and then you might want to go in an opposite...
Oh, my gosh. It doesn't have to go to Wayne. Uh-oh, you're out of job, Wayne. These are Lenore Welby's husband's shoes, and he obviously went in the rain. You can see the splatter.
Rain spots, naturally on suede garments, are very common. We recommend just filling the shoes with some newspaper, give them some shape. Okay, here's one for you. And we just stuff that in there. I actually keep my shoes stuffed with tissue paper. Well,
they keep a nice shape, and they last forever. Okay,
anyway, so we have some rain spots on here, and the first thing is just simply brushing them. Well, that looks good. Take the spots right off. If they're resilient and they don't seem to be moving...
Oh, even this nice brush without the metal in it is working.
If the spots are deep and they're not going anywhere, you can always remist them with some water, try and cover them evenly, and then brush them lightly while they're damp. Then you can let them dry, and then you can brush them again, and that should remove all of the water spots. One thing to consider, if you have a suede jacket, people are really afraid of getting caught in the rain and getting them wet. And the whole tanning process when these skins are manufactured is done in water.
Soaking wet, right.
It's all done in water. So if the skin or the jacket gets wet, what you want to do is, we have a good plastic hanger here. You have to be careful with a wood or a painted hanger because if the garment's wet, it could leach out some of the properties of the wood or the paint.
Oh, okay.
Plastic hanger is good with a nice shape to it. You want to button everything up and just kind of shape the jacket. Make sure the pockets are lying flat, make sure the sleeves are nice, and dry it away from heat. Never put it in the dryer.
No.
That'll really ruin it. And the skin will get hard, just like a pair of jeans if you wash it and you add them to dry. But as you put the garment on and start to wear it, it will loosen up. And if there is any shrinkage at that point, it should also relax the skin.
Now, what about gloves? What happens if your suede or your leather gloves get soaking wet?
Well, when they get wet, again, you want to follow the same principles as we did with the jacket. Dry them away from heat, lay them flat, pull them into shape. If you really want to try and stick tissue paper, but it's difficult to get it into each finger, and then getting it out is a real problem.
Growing up, my mother used to wash all her kid gloves, but she had little shapes to put in them, little wooden frames that she stuck into her gloves. All the ladies did.
We have one glove dryer left. It's a metal heated form.
Oh.
And it works well, but there's only one.
Well, thanks very much, Wayne. And if you have little problems with your leather and suede, well, you can take care of it yourself. But if you have a real problem, go see Wayne at Marie's Garment Care. They'll help you out.
Thanks, Martha.